Being a nominated member of the County Assembly, Sawe reportedly slapped Consolata Tioni, sparking protests, with irate supporters of Tioni staging a demonstration to the Nandi County Assembly buildings in Kapsabet to register the displeasure.
None of these supporters of nominated County Assembly member Consolata Tioni saw the slap land on her cheeks, but the pain of the alleged assault on their leader is all the same evident in their protest.
Na sasa kusikia amekosa heshima mpaka kwa bunge akamslap mwanamke mwenzangu, sikufurahia hata kidogo. Kama kulikuwa na makosa, mbona hawakukaa waongee?
Vijana kutoka Nandi County tumesimama kitete na tumekataa maneno ya Sawe. Mbona anaonea wivu mama wetu Consolata?
The demonstrators say Nandi County Majority Leader Samuel Sawe is key to undermine the accomplishments of Consolata Tioni, and the alleged slapping was a desperate resort to physically intimidate her after other means of undermining her had failed.
Sawe gari yake ametinti, hata ukimsimamisha hana wakati, gari yake nyeusi ti, yana 24/7 ana haraka, hataki kusikia wananchi.
The residents now say they will do all within their means to have Sawe face the full wrath of the law.
Sawe tumechoka na maneno yake kama vijana na wazee, kwa sisi ni wazee, tuko na nyumba zetu, sisi na wazee tukiongea jinsi hivi. Tumechoka na Sawe tunataka tumuite akuje nyumbani na ajui kazi yake akiwa County Assembly.
Now, do you know where that old mobile phone that you no longer use is, or how did you dispose of it? Could it be that you dumped it in your backyard or threw it in your dustbin? Well, here's the thing. How you dispose your obsolete electronic gadgets could determine the health of millions of Kenyans. And Nawade tells us how.
The eyesore that is becoming an everyday reality in a country where millions own mobile phones.
A cell phone, for example, has over 1,000 different parts. The motherboard alone has metals like cadmium, lead, mercury. When improperly disposed, can later on lead to very serious health implications.
The rapid technological advancement in the country has led to an increased volume of obsolete electronic waste. According to the Communications Commission of Kenya, some of the harmful components found in electronic waste, or simply e-waste, include mercury, lead, cadmium, among others. Perhaps you're watching this and wondering, why should you be bothered about how you dispose of your electronic waste? For instance, your old mobile phones, your fridges, your radio sets, even your computers. Here's why you should care. According to a CCK report, the diseases attributed to e-waste include asthmatic bronchitis, damage to the nervous system, lung cancer, DNA damage, muscle weakness, damage to heart, liver and spleen, among others.
Like for the motherboards, if you mishandle that, they have a lot of mercury. Mercury straight away, when it gets into your blood system, that's cancer straight away. Cadmium, it affects the respiratory systems. So these are all diseases, and that's why you are seeing nowadays in urban centers, there are so many diseases, cancerous diseases, which are not healing.
An initiative to collect and recycle electronic waste in Kenya is underway, and here is where that old mobile phone, a radio set, or even a computer that you got rid of might end up. At the WE Center in Nairobi, where the waste is sorted and recycled. What is technologically impossible to recycle here is exported to Belgium or the United Kingdom. This particular technology of making computers and TV sets is slowly becoming outdated, but it is also cited as one of the most dangerous.
Mimi kitu kama TV kiharibika naweza ipeleka kwa fundi. Na kwa fundi kishindikaniwa na mwachia fundi, naelewana naye tu, ile spare ambayo iko ndani vinaweza msaidia anipe kitu kidogo.
Mimi ikiwa na friji yangu waga stupi, naweza kampelekea fundi. Kama kutengeza haitengezeki, anaweza kaniachia kitu kidogo. Kama itokubalika, mimi naweza kafanya nini, kauza scrap.
That harmful metals from electronic waste are finding their way to our water bodies is not in doubt.
Most of these things are dumped in our Nairobi River. and also other places. Down the river in Injiru, you find a 2-kilometer farm of sukuma wiki, cabbages, and all that. And we end up taking this water somehow. And we have issues of cancer, we have issues of kidney problems, liver.
Even with environmental and health concerns, Kenya is among African countries where dumping of electronic equipment with short lifespans takes place, some of which find their way to your home. This is a cycle that experts warn will see Africa outstrip Europe in the volumes of e-waste it generates by 2017.
Runyenje's Member of Parliament, Cecily Mbarire, has called on the legislature, judiciary and the executive arms of the government to seek solutions to the protracted standoff that is threatening to plunge the country into a constitutional crisis. The MP made the remarks at Runyenje's constituency when she distributed bursaries amounting to 6.3 million shillings from the city of Kitty to needy children in 40 secondary schools. And the MP cautioned the tribal animosities between the dominant Embu and Berea communities must be avoided at all costs to ensure smooth transition after the ouster of Embu Governor Martin Wambora.
The fruits of CPF funds
We'd like to see Embu County really ensure that everybody in that county feels part and parcel of the leadership of that county. Whether big or small, we want everybody to be considered when we are determining who takes what positions in the county. I'm sure some of you have already heard rumors that I am running for governor, and I wondered how I'm going to run for governor. I'm a member of parliament for Runyenje.
One of the things Cecily Mbarire is warning about is what is happening in Parliament, where the Senate, senators and MPs are meeting on devolution to discuss matters devolution. Jackie Maribe, senior reporter, is live in Parliament and joins us now. Jackie, is it really about devolution or is it about taming the governors?
All right, good afternoon, Hussein. We're coming to you live from the Parliament buildings here in Nairobi, where a joint Speakers Kamukunji is currently underway, bringing together members of the bicameral parliament, that is from both houses of parliament, the Senate and the National Assembly. But Hussein, apart from issues of just general devolution, this Speakers Kamukunji taking place today will really be to discuss issues to do with taming the judiciary and taming governors. Over recent days, we have been able to see an all-out supremacy battle unfold in the public glare, one between the senators and the governors. This started, of course, with the impeachment of Embu Governor Martin Wambora. It sparked into something else that now governors even went to court to try and seek orders on whether or not this action by the Senate was constitutional or not. This again led to 9 governors being summoned by the Senate Finance Committee. They went again to the courts and they obtained orders that said basically that Senate has no powers to summon governors. Now, Hussein, this war between governors and senators again sparked a war between the legislature and the judiciary. So we are seeing 2 different sets of supremacy battle between 2 arms of government that should essentially work independent of each other but work to help each other. And then we're seeing another one between senators and governors. Who is more supreme? Can Senate be able to summon these governors? And Hussein, the import of this is that there are a number of bills that are currently before the 2 houses of parliament. One is the National Flags, Emblems and Names Amendment Bill. Now, if parliament resolves to pass this particular bill, it will mean that all the governors will be stripped of the title Your Excellency. So the next time you see your governor, you will not be referring to them as His or Her Excellency. They will have lost that title should this bill pass. They will also lose the right to fly flags on their official cars unless they are in their specific counties. Another import of this was Senate was threatening to halt or suspend debate on the division of revenue allocation bill. These are two very important bills that will also, really define the county finance or county spending down in the 47 counties. There are a number of serious imports that will be carried from this if the speakers Kamukunji decides that they will speak in one voice. We do understand from a number of parliamentarians that we have been able to speak to today that there will be a major declaration, particularly on the judiciary. Remember, Hussein, once again, these two arms of government should work together. But if Parliament makes good a threat to limit the judiciary's budget, this again will have very serious implications. You will remember in the 2013-2014 budget, even the funds that the judiciary had asked for, 24 billion to be exact, they were not given the full amount. They were only given 16 billion shillings. And so we are waiting, of course, to hear the outcome of this particular joint speakers Kamukunji. We have also heard from a number of MPs here and there who are also against the move to tame governors and to tame the judiciary, saying, let's respect the governors. They are quote-unquote mini presidents. So asking questions like, do you ever summon the president for matters to do with finance and issues like that? So we are waiting to see if there will be a strong opposing voice that will come from this, Hussein. We will, of course, be keeping you updated as and at when we get the outcome of this particular joint speakers. Kamukunji, Hussein.
Well, thank you very much, Jackie Maribe, live from Parliament. Of course, governors, like she says, won't be pleased. We'll be following that, and Jackie will be telling you about the resolutions of that Kamukunji in our subsequent bulletins. Now, a 30-year-old woman in Bungoma County gave birth to triplets at Webuye District Hospital last evening, less than a week after another woman gave birth to quadruplets in the same hospital. Health workers at the facility say the mother and the triplets are now stable.
It is said that good things come in doubles, but for one Matilda Wanjala, an extra came barely 5 days after another lady gave birth to 4 babies in the same hospital. Matilda was transferred to the hospital from a local dispensary after developing minor complications.
Today we received a call from Milo Dispensary. They were telling us they had an emergency of a mother who is delivering. Therefore we sent a vehicle which brought the mother to the hospital. And since it was an emergency, the mother had to go through an operation.
Thanks to the quick response of the medical personnel, Matilda, through cesarean section, delivered healthy boy triplets weighing 1.4 kilograms, 1.45 kilograms, and 1.5 kilograms, a delivery that even to her came as a complete surprise.
Sikuwa nimetarajia ati nitajifungua watoto watatu nikiwa tu ati ni mmoja. Nikafika huku, akapima, akanipeleka Vieta.
The medical experts in the area are now calling on expectant mothers to ensure they attend prenatal clinic to ensure their safety as well as that of their unborn babies.
So we encourage all these mothers to be coming to hospital right from the time they discover they are pregnant. And that one is going to assist us as health workers.